play them. This isn't really the most ideal Ivern comp, if I'm honest with everyone. Normally you need an AD carry that, and often two, that kind of do consistent damage, and then you shield them, and it's hard to kill them, and then the Ivern gets a lot of value. Be like, wow, Dplus can win with anything, or like, are we sure they're good at drafting? Like, I don't know.
Oh, there's a flash cocoon. The Eclipse is making it hard to get through Beryl, but they're doing a decent job. Life also taking some damage, as Bulldog's gonna get the flash out of aiming, and Beryl is gonna get off the rift.
He did choose to play Leona into Elise.
He did.
And now he's paying the price of that choice. Just start this dragon, because they don't have mid prio, they don't have bottom prio. And
okay, Life gonna have to go up into the sky, I think, relatively quickly. There's that double up that we were looking for, and Life just gonna have to come straight back down. Daisy gonna join Beryl in bopping that spider on the noggin. And Daisy also getting mad at Berserker here, as Xiu now struggling against the Dusante, looking for an all-out angle, as instead it's Xiu able to get his flamethrower out first, and it does not. Pyosik going to take a while as Rukola comes in. There's the equalizer to stop his escape. He does have to skate all the way down it, but he is pretty tanky, so he will survive. And there goes the dragon, like you were talking about. DK know full well that Pyosik is down here.
Is it like Leona, actually, weirdly?
I think it's Ivern.
I think it's not Jace. I'm gonna say I think Jace is the most.
No, but I mean he's in mid lane.
Oh, that's fair. Okay, you know what? I get you. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you're right.
That's probably where
It's usually not flexed. Yeah, true. Oh, good call. I didn't see that one coming.
They'd probably be like, no, Ivern's
Berserker. How far up?
Oh dear. Well, he's gonna have to flash, and then he's gonna die, ladies and gentlemen. In goes aiming, finds the angle, and takes down the Caitlyn. So Berserker just caught napping a little bit there in the mid lane. Good wraparound, and once again, just playing to be pushed away as the Ivern comes down.
He was very warmed up. Microwaved.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Solar Flare going to connect onto Life here, as I don't think they'll have enough chain CC. As in comes Pyosik, good flash out from Beryl, who's looking to try and sidestep, wants to find an angle here, I guess, but instead, just going to die. And Bulldog going to collect that kill. Pyosik happy to tank up the turret, and out goes Showmaker.
And they have a teleport here to defend the bottom turret. Actually finds himself down on farm a little bit.
All right, Daisy going to come on over. Life going to use Lucid as a way to taxi out of this one. Still has to flash, and there's the Rukola. That's going to land as there's a knockup from Daisy as well. Aiming's going to move in. There's a bullet time as the Elise will survive, at least for now. And Daisy's going to not actually give over any money. Solar Flare almost finishes off the Elise. That was so cute.
I love how Dudu's just like...
It is Spirit Visage completed by Dudu, but not too much more going to come out of it. There goes the dragon. Smite going to come on through, and there is the turret going down as well. So first turret blood actually being picked up by DK.
0.02% chance the amount of Chemtex we had in a row. I'm like, that's when I'm kind of looking at Ox with a raised eyebrow. Like, what are you doing over there?
It's always a 25% chance. Bulldog is in a little bit of trouble. Does have his flash available though, and the Rukol's not going to connect. So there goes the Rift Herald.
Yeah, his teammates are pretty nearby, so he gets out of here without having to flash. They do end up getting the Herald. Will be pretty strong once he has that Leandri's completed. But they just gave up a turret for free by retreating, so Dplus get a little bit of more control over the map.
Fight at some point. Okay, here it is. Find the angle onto Beryl. He does have a lot of tools here as the bullet time comes on in. Solar Flare is going to lock down Berserker, and then he's cooked. Now Dudu looking for a little bit of an angle. Who is he going to go all out on? That's the question. As the feats of strength have come in, he actually just pulls Beryl to Narnia, but he might need to use that as an opportunity to get the heck out of dodge.
Elise.
They should have put a control ward in the middle of the lane so that Showmaker came down and took it. Instead, Showmaker goes over and helps out with the dragon. Wait, commit.
Significant gold lead here in the AD carry matchup for aiming, as he's just been in a lot of these skirmishes. He picked up a lot of money. Bulldog finally got the turret.
There we go. Speaking of money, something going DNF's way. I think the observers as well are just like, wait a second, I'm pretty sure you should have hit that.
Yeah.
As aiming, just a couple extra shots, and he locks down the inner turret. And this is the problem. This is what's been happening. Dplus have just walked into a lane and taken the turret.
I mean, they have Skarner, Azir.
Yeah, there goes the turret.
Yeah, that's another turret down for basically no contest, completely for free. But it's not fast enough. I mean, there will be a contest from Dplus.
Yep, in comes Baron, and now it's going to be a 50-50. Lucid in position. Daisy getting amongst it as well as the equalizer. Surely going to come down, and there it is. Perfect position as well as Dudu's wandering down it. It is still just going to be that 50-50 on the Otacon. We'll see who manages to pick it up as Pyoshik able to get the smite, but immediately 4 of them are recalled, make that 5. And Dplus say, well, you guys are back in base. Maybe we'll just take Baron.
Yeah, that they will. So you got the Otacon. You're back up and alive. But it's too late to stop Baron as fast as you may run with all the legs that this composition has that we identified earlier. They still can't get here fast enough to stop Dplus from taking more control over this game.
Life down to 50%. It's in goes Beryl. Okay. Pyoshik not wanting to engage onto him, but Beryl looks for an angle, and he is going to die. Equalizer going to be the answer as aiming just flashes away from Bulldog. Bulldog not going to be in too much trouble, though, as the rest of DK now on the engage. Pyoshik finds an impale, but unfortunately he's skewered himself, and Showmaker takes that as an opportunity to go forward. Dudu going to be the result of that aggression, and Bulldog has to go back into his base to try and dodge the shock blast. He does so, but now aiming is just dashing after his opposition with impunity.
Mega Blast Cone, that's the kind that Valdez likes.
Yeah, it's the engage cone wolf. Valdez is even okay with that, as Berserker gonna have to flash, but then he has no way out of this one. Bulldog comes on over and does lop down the tree, but then he just gets burnt as Showmaker's in the mid lane, and this game is an absolute disaster.
It is way more playable here for DNF. But Berserker, he has 1 Q. That's all he was able to do in this fight. He's so isolated on the other side that he can't peel. He can't.
Wall of grass.
I guess the translation that was given was aiming asking Beryl how old he was, and then Beryl saying, I'm 26. Thank you.
Thanks for asking. Well, there we go.
I guess relating to the Blast Cone play.
Perhaps.
This is not looking good for DNF.
Well, the equalizer certainly follows suit on that one. Beryl continuing to do what he wants as aiming is impaled, lasts for a very long time, as now Bulldog also in trouble. Duda goes in, and it's Chiu that's actually the main damage as he flashes forward and barbecues the whole team. There's a Quadra. He's looking for a Penta as he goes golden at the last possible moment, and there is the pentakill for Chiu.
The shield! I told you it was the Rumble Ivern comp! It's the Rumble Ivern comp! He went Riftmaker Leandrius, he did it! We solved it, it was a comp, Atlas! It was real!
He was the AD carry all along, and there I guess it was just what you said. You weren't even being facetious.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.